baby elephant who was almost hacked to death by ivory poachers is walking again thanks to lots of TLC. The 17-month-old calf, named Suni, was found dragging herself along in Thailand almost a year ago by her front legs, weak and dehydrated, after suffering severe axe wounds. According to a National Geographic article, up to 5% of Thailand's elephants are being slaughtered each year for their ivory. In 2005, 23,000 elephants were killed. The numbers decreased of Thailand elephants from 1.3 million in 1979 to 600,000 in 1989, when an international convention banned the trade of ivory for good. The population now stands at about 500,000 elephants. There are many problems in elephant captivity, including the elephant's health and the population decreasing drastically because of the poachers killing too many elephants. There are also many causes and solutions that we can take part in to prevent these problems that I'll talk about today. The first problem in elephant captivity is the elephant's health. Studies have shown that elephants in captivity suffer many problems due to the impossibility to meet their social, behavioral, and ecological needs. They are often frustrated, bored, and show stereotypic behaviors and aggression. Elephants in captivity also suffer many health problems, including foot infections, arthritis, obesity, low fertility, and high mortality rates. The next problem is poachers are killing way too many elephants for ivory. Last year, up to 36,000 elephants were killed. That means one life of an elephant is lost every 15 minutes. That also calculates out to be 96 elephants per day. Next are the causes. The first cause was people buying the ivory. Ivory was the most popular and expensive material to carve on. Artists carved on ivory all over the world, including Thailand, Europe, Asia, and Africa. People will illegally kill the elephants just to get the ivory off their tusks. When people buy ivory, most don't realize the awful process an elephant has to go through in order for the poachers to collect the ivory. The next cause is the captivity erodes the elephant's health. Most captivity areas are too small for the elephants, for these large animals. They cram them in and don't give them enough space to wander around. When in captivity, elephants also aren't always fed right. They also don't have the cleanest water to drink. This most always causes them to get sick in some way. Most sicknesses aren't too harsh to the elephants, but some are deathly, including tuberculosis. In 1991, 3% of Thailand's elephants were diagnosed with tuberculosis and died because of the harsh living situations. Finally, here are the solutions that we can do to prevent these problems from happening. The first solution I'm going to talk about is the one that we can't do individually, but can all do together if we work hard enough. This solution is reducing the hunting and capture of wild elephants and tourism. For thousands of years, captive Asian elephants have been used by man for war, transportation, logging, ceremonies, and construction. Today, many of these traditional roles have been replaced by work in the tourism industry. The popularity of circuses, festivals, shows, elephant back rides, painting, and begging are growing in countries such as Thailand. Elephants, which were once taught to push, pull, and lift, are now learning to beg on streets, paint pictures, or even play football. The next solution is one that any individual can make a difference just by taking part. This solution can be anything from taking riding an elephant off your bucket list to donating to wildlife charities such as the I Worry campaign. The I Worry campaign was created by the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, also known as DSWT, and exists to raise a global awareness to drastically impact the illegal trade of ivory is having on elephant populations. Launched in September 2012, the campaign has attracted worldwide backcalling for a complete ban on the illegal trade of ivory. So think about it. Almost anything you can do can help an elephant and maybe even save an elephant's life. Today I've covered the problems and causes of elephant captivity. I've also talked about the solutions and what we can do as individuals to prevent things like this from happening. Suni, the baby elephant, only lived because of the people that showed her love and cared for her. If we don't take part in helping prevent these problems, everything will stay the same as it is now. And before we know it, there won't be any elephants left. When people buy ivory, most don't realize the harm it causes an elephant. At the current rate of poaching, Thai elephants could face extinction by 2025. So think about next time you need to buy ivory, try to think of an alternative.